Welcome to a sold-out Udi Arena Hoops for the Holidays as the number 18 team in the country, the Dayton Flyers, out of the Atlantic 10. Welcome in the Grambling State Tigers from the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Alex Mikos with the former Flyer, Brooks Hall. Thank you so much for joining us on this 23rd day in December. And Brooks, right off the bat, big news. Dayton is going to be without Jalen Crutcher, their leader, their playmaker, but we still should have a dynamic matchup at point guard when talking about Rodney Chapman for the Flyers and then Ivy Smith Jr.
Yeah, that's a big blow for Dayton. Make no mistake about it. He is the catalyst for this Dayton team. Crutcher is, and he kind of makes them go. He's their floor general. He's kind of the player that creates for others. So playing without him is going to be a little different look for the Flyers. But like you said, Rodney Chapman will fit in just fine. He's a scoring point guard, a dynamic point guard. He's only averaging 9 a game, but it's only because this Dayton team spreads out the offensive contributions. So look for him to take advantage of those opportunities.
And then Ivy Smith Jr., this guy has had a fantastic career at Grambling State, as he's one of their leaders scoring, but he is the leader in the Southwestern Athletic Conference in assists.
Now, this Grambling State team averages 80 points a game, so they like to score. They've got 7 different guys averaging 8 or more, but as you said, Smith Jr., he is the leader of this team. He's a guy that makes them go 12 points a game, averaging about 6 assists a game. He was second team all-conference last season. This season, preseason first team all-conference pick, so they actually know how valuable he is. He's going to be a key to Dayton slowing them down in order for Dayton to have the best opportunity to win.
Talking about the guy that goes into the starting lineup with Crutcher out, Ibi Watson gets his first ever start as a Dayton Flyer. This guy can fill it up.
Natural scorer with a beautiful shooting stroke. He had his 20-point scoring outburst earlier in the season, but I don't even consider that a bust-out game for him because Ibi can really shoot the basketball. He's shooting it at 44% from 3, so he gets labeled as a shooter, but Ibi is also confident putting it on the ground, get to the basket.
6th in the conference and shooting that thing from distance, Ibi Watson. Flyers, Tigers, it's up next right here on Spectrum News 1. So Grambling, this is Ivy Smith Jr. going baseline, and nice hands there by Landers, but collecting was Jackson, and he puts it up and in.
Well, you see Coach Grant come out in the zone to give them a different look. He didn't like the first possession defensively for Dayton, and man, came out in the zone, and Grambling State was still able to get his basket.
Obi Toppin and one.
And that's what you got to see. Obi he's the leader of this team. The guys follow his energy. When he makes plays like that, it just infuses this team with energy. Hopefully that'll get this team jump-started because they look a little dead from the tap.
This is Jackson. Nice skip pass. And getting it up on the glass was Randolph, and he might have been psyched out by the student section counting him down. Here's Ibi Watson from downtown.
And again, you see Dayton forcing tempo, getting the basketball up the court on a miss, skipping the side of the court. Ibi catching in rhythm, knocking down. Beautiful shot from outside.
Dayton by 5. Here's the second foul on Mike Sell. So he might have to go to the bench, but we press pause. Dayton Grambling for your Monday night. Happy holidays. You're watching Spectrum News 1. Back to Cunningham. Gonna go inside to Jackson. Had it ripped. Matos knocked it away. Here's Cohill to the cup.
It's a tough finish right there. Great defensive possession on the other end. Turn defense into offense. That's the identity of this Dayton team. That's what they want to be known for. Getting stops at one end and getting quick scores on the other.
Trey Landers on the elbow goes to Ibi Watson. He's going to the hoop. Pull-up jumper. Oh, my.
Wow.
Ibi went glass, and he's going for a traditional three-point play.
Yeah, just when you get ready to say, hey, that's a tough forced shot, Ibi banks it in and one, and then it makes you shut your mouth. But again, he's just a natural scorer. What's a tough shot for him, what's a tough shot for most is not a tough shot for a scorer like him.
Again, Ibi, transfer from Michigan, getting his first start with Jalen Crutcher out, and he has come to play. He is 3 for 4, 1 for 1 from downtown, 3 for 3 from the foul line, and he's got his average 10 points. And it's Dayton's largest lead at 18 points. Nice pass, and Gaston unable to finish. Moss, though, he will.
And that's one of the things the Flyers were worried about coming into the game, the athleticism of Grambling State. You see their high flyers getting to the basket strong, finishing above the rim. And that's one thing, and that's why we talked about earlier, Dayton has played a lot of zone because they respect the athleticism of this team.
Dayton holding for the last shot. Chapman going to give to Watson. Back to Rodney at the center logo. 6 seconds here. They go to Toppin underneath. Obi top.
Wow.
Some punctuation to end the first half. Obi with dunk number 215. Woo!
Off the drop step.
Ibi Watson doing his thing. 17 points in the first half. And the transfer from Michigan has got the Dayton fans smiling. Tis the season. Back to basketball. As Grambling trailing by 18, but we'll get the ball here to start. Tigers going with Tyrion Randolph. And they're going inside Devontae Jackson. Driving it here is Edwards, and he gets the roll.
Good patience by Grambling State coming out of the half. Took their time and again went to their strength, which is attacking the basket.
Trey Landers hands to Ibi Watson. He was 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from downtown. Didn't miss a free throw. And here he's coming for some more. Ibi to the rack.
Beautiful finish by Ibi at the basket. Again, as you go, a guy that's known for shooting, but for him to have patience and turn down a good look and attack the basket strong, that's a sign of a high IQ player.
Obi Toppin on the steal. Dayton coming back the other way. Chapman to the 10. Smith faking on the 3, now runs into some Dayton defense. Pull-up jumper on the baseline. It's Kelton Edwards.
Clear difference in the way Grambling State is playing right now. They're playing with such confidence. As you hear in the background, the Flyer fanatics are trying to pump some energy into this team because they've been flat the last few minutes.
Edwards is the first Tiger in double figures. Here's Toppin. Had it knocked away. Obi able to collect. Found Landers, one dribble and up.
Great find by Obi Toppin with a cutting Trey Landers. Trey's done a very good job, not just settling and standing against this zone defense. He's finding creases and moving without the basketball. Teammates doing a good job of finding him.
Goes inside, Chimunga. Drop step, up and under, lost it. Dayton bench wanted a foul. It's Gaston coming back the other way. Pull-up jumper from 15, book it.
He's feeling it, man, because he missed a wide-open teammate for a layup. He had in his mind, he was putting that thing up, was able to knock it down.
He's leading the Tigers with 12 points. And this game back to 10. Watson, corner 3. He stays hot.
Just a beautiful shot, just a high arc. He's one of those shooters that when the basketball leaves his hand, you just assume it's going in.
New career high for Ibi Watson. 22 points. Grambling was able to cut it to 10. But Dayton back in a comfortable spot. Watson back with the ball over to Chapman, 8 to shoot. Ibi gonna let it fly. And one. A 4-point play coming. And Ibi Watson's night. Oh my goodness.
I mean, and he's barely touching net. I mean, that thing is just dropping in so purely. I'm confused on how you lose track of a guy who's lighting you up from the outside. His last 2 shots have been fairly open.
Ibi Watson doing what he does best. And he is 4 of 5 from 3. You talk about Tigers in Louisiana. He's got an interesting connection as he knocks the free throw. He played 2 years of high school ball with the Heisman Trophy winner, Joe Burrow, and those LSU Tigers. So Dayton going to be moving to 10-2. Up next, North Florida next Monday night. 18th team in the country. He's going to win this one by 28. Grambling State falling to 6-7. They will start SWAC play January 4 against Alabama A&M. Dayton behind a career high from Ibi Watson, 30 points. Rodney Chapman, 17 points. And the Flyers in double digits talking about the win column. Come on back with us. 81-53 the final. You're watching Spectrum News 1.